Hello and welcome to this week's edition of the Clinton Howell Team's Weekly Market Update. I'm your host, Clinton Howell, broker with RE/MAX Escarpment Realty, and today I'm going to tell you what the Howell is going on. Could the world be any more confusing these days? I don't think so. Between tariffs and wars and all the other crap going on, it's a crazy place to navigate. So, tariffs, they're eroding buyer confidence. But what is specifically happening in our local markets? We just had a recent interest rate reduction, first time in, I think it was about 5 months. Let's take a look here at the RE/MAX Escarpment, RE/MAX Niagara Appointment Centre data. Some very interesting information here. Notably, after a 5-month pause in rate cuts, sales jumped 44% week over week. That kind of restart suggests a pent-up activity due to greater affordability in the market. So pent-up demand, buyers waiting for affordability, waiting for the opportune time, waiting for bottom. Once we start seeing the prices creep up for a few months in a row, all the buyers that have been waiting are going to be jumping back in the market and prices will correct relatively quickly. That's my prediction. Last week, we saw an appointment to sold index of 9.5, meaning it was only taking on average 9.5 showings to get a property sold last week, where the 30-day average is 12.1. So buyers were making quicker decisions last week after that interest rate decision. We're also seeing last week, this is incredible actually, for RE/MAX Escarpment, RE/MAX Niagara, a sales to new listings ratio of 76.8%. So in terms of our agents and our brokerage, last week was a tremendous week in terms of it being a seller's market, really. For the region, it was up to 49%. Just for that 1 week. So we're going to be discussing sales versus new listings ratios in the different neighborhoods, different communities right now a little bit. Let's get into it here. In the Burlington area, we've seen active listings increase from 694 to 727. Week over week. It was about 720 back in early August. So we've been seeing it kind of skirting around that area in a general sense. It's been relatively stable. Number of sales in the past 30 days is up slightly compared to a week ago. And the sales versus new listings ratio for Burlington on the whole, based on the composite all property types, 38%. Now, over the past several weeks, it's kind of gone down. It was in the 50% range, so it was actually in the balanced market territory. We're back into buyer's market territory, and the prices have been declining a little bit more again. When prices decline, buyers are waiting for a better deal. But, right now you can negotiate very good deals in the marketplace. It's a great time to be purchasing, great time to be upgrading. In terms of the different property types, detached homes seems to be getting the most action right now in terms of there's a 44% sales versus new listings ratio there. And certain neighborhoods are really thriving. If you've got any questions about your neighborhood, love to hear from you, love to analyze your neighborhood specifically for you. Median days on market has dropped a couple days down to 23 days, and we're seeing negotiations for successful trades. Median average coming in around 3.75% off. So let's say 4% for rough numbers, 3.5% to 4% range. In the Hamilton area, we've seen listings increase, and that, but relatively stable over the past, 6-7 weeks. It's been kind of in around that 2,400 listings mark. Sales in the last 30 days has gone up slightly. We're still seeing just under 6 months of supply in the Hamilton area, and sales versus new listings at 33%. So it's a strong buyer's market still in the Hamilton area. Median days on market consistent at 28 days, average of 42 days to get a property sold. And we're seeing about 3.5% negotiation range there, typically list price versus the sold price for successful transactions in Hamilton. In the Oakville area, we've got increased number of listings, 444 listings right now in Oakville, and the number of sales in the past 30 days has edged up slightly. We've got still around just over 7 months worth of supply in Oakville, so very high supply, and as a result, it's a very strong buyer's market there. 25% is the absorption rate there, which is very low, and that is indicating a strong buyer's market there. But we're also seeing negotiations have tightened up slightly week over week. We're seeing a median average of 96.86, which means just a little more than 3% off is the typical that we're seeing negotiation-wise in the Oakville area. So what this means, these negotiations are pretty tight. So we need to see, precision pricing and properly prepared homes to get them sold. Median days on market seems fairly consistent with the other areas, around 24 days, average 35. But there's also lots of cancel and relists, lots of terminations, terminated listings, things like that. So interesting times, interesting market. If you need to sell, then you sell, right? You prepare your home, get it ready, take amazing photos, great marketing, precision price, see what sort of traction you get in the market. Many people are having successful trades these days and doing very well. So if you have any questions, please reach out. Love to hear from you. See you next week.